Break the board sports. Here we go. World Series game one. Really excited about this one. I know the whole world's on the Dodgers. But listen, the Blue Jays are a contact hitting team. They can really hit the baseball. They put the ball in play. This Dodgers starting staff, though, they've been phenomenal. And the thing is Toronto going to be able to get to the bullpen? Because if Toronto can get to LA's bullpen, I'm still not sold. I've been saying this since the All-Star break. If you can just get to the Dodgers pen, you can have a ton of success against them. Can't wait to see how game one and game two unfold in Toronto. I will say this series won't be like the last one where Seattle took the first two in Toronto. Toronto's going to get one of these two games. That I feel very comfortable about. Let's get into the game. Again, click that like, hit subscribe. The Dodgers laying $1.60 on the road, plus 130 on the comeback for the Blue Jays. Now, your over-under sets at 7.5. Right now, 68% of bets, 64% of the handle going to the over, 32% of bets, and 36% of the handle going to the under. When you look at the total against the teams, 72% of tickets and 77% of the money is on the Dodgers tomorrow night. I just expect that to go up. I expect both of those numbers to get north of 80%. Right now, just 28% of bets, 23% of handle on the Blue Jays. Again, make no mistake about it. Everybody's calling for Dodgers sweep or Dodgers gentleman sweep, meaning win in 5. But I think the Blue Jays are live here. I think they're going to give them a fight on their hands. Game one, though, Toronto will have their hands full. Blake Snell has been untouchable. 5-0 with a .79 ERA over his last 5 starts. His last 2, he's went 8 innings in 6 innings, hasn't given up more than a hit, and he's compiled 10 strikeouts and 9 strikeouts. Blake Snell has been absolutely, dare I say, en fuego. Now, on the opposite side, Trey Savage is going to get the call for the Blue Jays. He's 4-1, but has a 4.12 ERA. Now, over his last 5 starts, 2 of those have been shutouts. His last start against Seattle was a good one, 5 2/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, 7 Ks for him. The problem for him is this Blue Jays, not just the Blue Jays lineup, but this Dodger lineup, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and we know what Ohtani's doing, historic stuff he's got going on. Let's hop into some trends to help you decide which side you want to take. The under has cashed 5 straight games for the LA Dodgers, but the over has cashed 5 of the last 6 for the Blue Jays. So, again, stark contrast. Blue Jays 4-1 straight up their last 5, but the Blue Jays have been so tough at home, folks. 8-2 straight up over their last 10. The Dodgers, however, have won 5 in a row, and they've won 9 straight on the road. You know how hard it is in baseball to win 9 straight on the road? It's been absolutely incredible. Now, not a whole lot of history head-to-head with interleague play and whatnot, but this is what we got. Over the last 19 meetings between Dodgers and Blue Jays, the Dodgers overwhelmingly have won the head-to-head series. Dodgers have won 14 of the 19 meetings, so 14-5 to the Dodgers. In the last 10 in Toronto, the Dodgers have won 8 of the last 10 in Toronto. They've really had the Blue Jays number. Last 10 games as an underdog, 6-4 for the Blue Jays. But check this out. When the Blue Jays are a home dog, they are 9-1 both straight up and on the run line, and they're 8-2 to the over. Dodgers, again, this just goes to show how great this series is going to be. This whole 5 games, I don't see it. It's at least 6, if not 7. I'm telling you, it's going to be great. Record road favorite for the Dodgers. They're 7-3 straight up, 5 of those in a row, and they're 5-5 on the run line. So both of these teams very similar in the fact that they've been able to take care of business when it comes down to that. When we look at some props here for this game, and I'll just say I'm going to put a little bit on the Blue Jays game one plus $1.30. If they lose, I'm going to wheel back with a double unit. Again, the Blue Jays get out of their home in the first 2 games with at least a split. Player strikeout, Snell, his over 6.5 is plus 102. Trey Savage, over 5.5, plus 102. Both unders. Snell under 6.5 and Savage under 5.5. Both of them are juiced minus 135. Now, if you're looking at Blake Snell, And again, I like to put together these parlays trying to get, easy winner there, though there's nothing easy in handicapping or betting. Click that like, hit subscribe. If you look at Blake Snell to get 5+ strikeouts and you Savage to get to the number 4, right? And then you look at 2 total bases. When I talk about that, Ohtani minus $1.20, Freddie Freeman plus 115. I think Mookie Betts plus 105 is actually probably the better one there. George Springer, we know what he can do, plus 145. I'd also say on the 2 base thing, I would look at Alejandro Kirk, a big bat there in the middle of the lineup. I think he could do some damage. So anyway, Snell, alt strikeouts, 5+. Savage, alt strikeouts, 4+. I don't think you're going to see the ball leaving the yard a lot here in the early innings. And then let's say we go alt total again. Let's go with that Blue Jays alternate run line plus 2.5 runs. So you got Snell, 5+ strikeouts. Savage, 4+. Toronto, plus 2.5. Put that at minus 103 in your pocket. I think you'll have some good value there. Again, as this gets in the later innings, I think live betting could be key. I don't trust that Dodgers bullpen. Even Sasaki, that has looked really good. He looked a little shaky there. And let's be real, the Dodgers did hand it to the Brewers. But when you look at those scores, the Brewers were hanging around. They just couldn't scratch a run. Not going to be the same case here. This Toronto Blue Jays team can hit the ball. They really hit the ball hard at home. The Dodgers are going to have to make plays. And again, Snell's got to go 6 or 7. If he's only going to give the Dodgers like 4 or 5, again, kind of like Ohtani's been doing these 5-inning stretches, Dodgers are going to be in trouble. I'm telling you, just wait and see. Now, with that being said, like I said, Mookie Betts plus 105, 2+ bases, Ohtani minus $1.20. I think you're going to see Ohtani get walked a ton in this series. I don't think they're going to let him beat him because, again, at any point in time, though he's been in a slump, he could absolutely take over Blue Jays. I just don't see them putting themselves in that kind of position. A couple other things you look at here to try to make yourself some money. I also think Max Muncy plus 165, long Dodger. It's had a lot of success over the years. Miles Straw, 3-1 to collect 2+ bases. If you're looking at 3+ bases, Ohtani plus 145. Again, I think you could see a lot of walks. Vlad Guerrero, another guy, record an RBI, record a single. There's a couple other things here that you could really get into. I also would look at that first run, first inning, no run being scored. It's minus $1.48. You could throw that in there with the Blue Jays plus 2.5. Snell, 5+ strikeouts. That would put you at plus 169. But for me, I'm going to roll with the Toronto Blue Jays plus $1.30. I'm just going to put a single unit play on it. And then I'm going to spread 3 half-unit plays on 2+ bases. I'm going to go Ohtani minus 120. I'm going to go George Springer plus 145. And I'm going to go Alejandro Kirk 2-1. Again, just a little half-unit plays there. Sprinkle a little bit. Don't want to get too crazy. Remember I said this. If the Dodgers win game 1, Blue Jays are a great bet game 2. Again, click that like, hit subscribe, check out all of our other content. Break the Board Sports, where we give you trends, angles, analysis. We'll give you leans, we'll give you picks, but we're more invested in giving you information to help you become a better handicapper. God bless and happy handicapping.